When working with AutoCAD Release 14 3D space, one of the probably unsung heroes of tools are polylines. Open up any file, doesn't matter which file, and if you'd like, just go to the View pull down, and you can actually select a 3D viewport and select Southwest, or you could have simply selected it from an icon. And remember, these icons are actually found just by touching your right mouse button, and you can go down to your viewing tools. Well, we're in the isometric mode, and what I want you to look at is this. Watch, if we do a construction line or even just a normal polyline, go ahead and select normal polyline. Touch a point where you want to begin, and I guess the point I want you to see is the fact that a polyline does allow you to put continuous segments all as one element, right? So if we say an at 2, 0, do an enter. Here's a line that was drawn 2 inches over in the X. If we say an at 0, 2, do an enter, and you can see it's actually following our UCS icon. But watch what happens if I type in an at 0, 0, 2. I'm trying to go 2 in the Z value, and I do an enter. All right. Well, one of the things I want you to see is down here in the bottom, a 2D point or option keyword required. A normal polyline will not allow you to work in a Z-axis no matter how you are defining your space. So I'm going to touch the right mouse button to end this, and let's go up to the word draw, and let's go to 3D polyline. Alright, touch a point where you want to begin. Let's try it again. Type in an at 2, 0, an at 0, 2. Alright, and now type in an at 0, 0, 2 and do an enter. Notice now that this will allow you to draw in 3D space, and this is very, very important if what you're trying to do is to create some very quick wireframe. So if I type in an at 0, well, in this case, let me back up here. We're at this last point. It does remember the 3D space, so if I type in an at -2, 0 and do an enter, notice how it remembers that third space up there, that 3D area of the Z value. I can now type in at 0, 0, -2, and I can actually come out here and snap. I'll touch the shift button, touch my right mouse button, find the endpoint, and it can do it. Now, you see, one of the problems is that finding an endpoint, you see, is going to require something else that you're going to have to do because of the space that you're working on. So in this case, let's just type in an at 0, -2, and we'll close up that polyline. We could have typed in CL to close. But you see what I'm saying here is that a 3D polyline allows you to draw into 3D space quite like a normal line command. If you type in the L for a line, and you just touch a point where you want to begin, let's try it one more time, an at 2, 0, an at 0, 2, and now an at 0, 0, 2 for the Z value. And we can end it. Now the advantages here is that if we type in E for erase, notice that this is all one single element. So here in this case it results into 3 separate line segments. If I did a move command, just type in M for move, and I touch this polyline, you see how it treats it as one element. So again, there's some advantages to using a 3D polyline.